I'm so excited that you're joining me tonight. Okay, we got a lot of stuff to talk about, ladies. And I'm just going to say it right now. If any man is on this hangout, just get off right now. This is not for you. It's about you, but ain't for you. So anyway, we're not even talking about that tonight. So I want to welcome everyone for joining me and explain a little bit about the hashtag I value my vagina. Now, I want you guys to hashtag that with any comments about guys, about yourself, about questions, or whatever. But if you have a question during the hangout, you need to hashtag Honeybee Hangout. So that's HONEYB Hangout. So that's the hashtag for any questions that you have during the session, okay? So what I have found is that a lot of ladies do not have a relationship with their vagina. There's like a total disconnect, right? It's like people tell you to grow up, go to college, get a degree, go to school, get a good education, do this, do that, right? But whoever sit down and say, let me tell you about this vagina thing, honey. So that's what we are doing today. We're going to get serious and then we're going to like laugh. So it's just going to go up and down. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with me, again, I'm Mary Honey B Morrison, New York Times bestselling author and relationship sexpert. And I have 19 published novels. So 4 under Honeybee, the rest under Mary B Morrison. Every single book that I write is about female empowerment. So I know a lot of you have read my books. Some of you have not. The book for this hangout for this month of January, if you haven't read it already, you can still get it, is If I Can't Have You, with Crazy Granville, right? And Loretta and Madison. So we're going to get into those two women and how different they are as friends. But we're going to do that just a little bit later down the road, right? So now I'm going to get real serious on you guys, right? Because I want you to understand why I write the way that I write, why I am the way that I am. And I think in part I just can get that way. Because as long as I can remember, my shorts could never be short enough, honey. That had nothing to do with a man. It just had everything to do with how I felt about myself, even as a little girl, right? So speaking of being a little girl, right? So 7 years old, right? If you can believe it or not, which I know you can't believe it, I was actually molested by my great grandfather, who was like 90-something years old. I was only 7. And I remember like it was yesterday, honey, being on that sofa, pinned up against the wall with my little pink panties down around my knees, and he rubbing his thing on me, right? I'm like, what the hell? So anyway, I was glad my great aunt actually caught him in the act, because it wasn't the first time he had done this, right? And he would send for us every summer, and we go to his house. I'd be like, no, don't send me to great granny. You know, so these guys, right? These same guys who say, I want a good woman, I want this, that, and the third, are doing all types of things. And you might think that, you know, nobody you know has done this, right? But a lot of guys really have. So fast forward, and I'm only saying all of this at the beginning of the hangout because I want you to understand what I'm getting ready to say to you next and why I feel the way that I feel. So fast forward to 16, right? I know some of you have been raped, and I've had that experience too. Wasn't a good experience at all, of course, it never is, honey. And it was on the streets of my hometown in New Orleans, Louisiana. I was going to work, right? Popeye's fried chicken, my first day of work, as a matter of fact, right? But I knew I had to take a side street because it was 2 main streets, but in between to get to the other main street, which is St. Charles Avenue, for those of you who know, I had to take the side street. So I decided to take the side street where my boyfriend's cousin lives. I said, well, at least I know somebody on this block. I'm gonna take this street. Little did I know, some fool came up behind me with a knife saying, don't say a word, don't scream, yada, yada, yada. So next thing I know, I'm in an abandoned, like, auto repair lot, you know, doing everything. I mean, everything, right? I was like scared to death. I didn't think I was gonna make it out of that situation, but God delivered. And I heard my boyfriend and his cousin singing these choir songs, right? Because they always with the choir rehearsal. And so they were singing. I was like, Lord, if you just let me get out of here, if you just let me get out of this situation, you just let me. And so as soon as I got out, I ran screaming and hollering. And of course, they ran off, chased the guy, beat him up. But you know, they're kids too. So they're not thinking, oh, hold him for the police, right? But I tell you what, the next day after this happened, I went to school. My brother thought I was crazy. I was like, honey, that was a bad thing, but it wasn't my fault. What am I supposed to do? Sit home and soak over something terrible that has happened to me? I don't think so. So I went to school. Fast forward, last story is being married. Once I got married, I knew one thing. If I didn't know anything else, I would never stay in an abusive marriage ever. Ever. Relationship, marriage, if a guy put his hands on you, honey, that is not acceptable under any circumstance whatsoever, right? So I get married, and this is the thing sometimes, you know, we as women, we're beautiful. We really are, but sometimes guys don't know how to deal with that. They don't know how to deal with pretty, successful, intelligent, outspoken, all that stuff, right? So he just kind of went off, you know, he was like, have you ever had sex for money? I'm like, nigga, yes. Heck yeah. Even when I was a teenager, honey, when you can't do nothing for honey, you might as well just keep it moving. You know, I mean, a movie or something. I mean, you know. So, I mean, I didn't say it in a way that some guys think, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later too, all that women are prostitutes or you're selling yourself. No, you're not. You're just a woman that knows what you want. So he just kind of went off and said, well, somebody told me that you were walking up and down Drive Street prostitute. And I said, look, we've been friends forever. He was my first love, my first boyfriend. I was a virgin, right? And I ended up marrying him. And you don't know me well enough. You know, some of these guys don't even know you well enough to know you to believe that, oh, no, my wife would never do that. You know, instead he come back to me with some nonsense. So he kind of lost it and went off and all this other stuff. It was brutal, it was ugly, you know, but after it was over with, he had to go. He had to go. So yes, I did have him arrested. No, I did not press charges. And I know some of you don't press charges either, honey. And, you know, but the reason why I didn't press charges, I'll say somebody got to pay child support. He ain't gonna make no money behind bars, and this baby need diapers. He gotta eat, right? I didn't make him by myself. I'm not gonna raise him by myself. So that's the only reason why I didn't. But he had to go because I'm from New Orleans. I think I might have mentioned that before we're growing up. So, you know, it's like you don't want to close both eyes around me after doing something like that. But here's the thing, with each and every one of those situations, there was a connection with the vagina, right? A lot of us, we're not even introduced to our vaginas properly as a good thing, as a healthy thing, as a beautiful thing, as part of who we are as young girls growing up, as women growing up, before some guy try to get his hands on it, right? And then a lot of young girls and a lot of women pregnant early, you having babies early, you know, and that is not a good thing. So what you have to do, I don't know where I got it from, honestly, and maybe I had it all along because maybe this is where I'm supposed to be in terms of talking to you right now, but I've always had a value for my vagina. Those situations that happen, I also look at the brighter side of some situations. It's like when I was 7 and I was molested, I didn't lose my virginity. When I was 16, I wasn't a virgin. And when I was married and he abused me, it only happened once because he had to go. I got a divorce. To me, life is really just that simple because it's all about choices. Now, I'm going to skip around a little bit because I'm getting real serious and I want to just kind of lighten it up. So I'm going to lighten it up. And I'm going to come back to another situation in terms of something totally different, not about me, just about in general. But I want to talk about the Kegel exercises, right? If you've been following my hashtag, I value my vagina, then you understand the importance of exercise. Exercise, exercise, exercise. I know some of you forget. You're sitting on your vagina all day, and unless you got to go to the restroom, you don't even think about it. Some of y'all don't even think about it when you go to the restroom. It's just like, I'm done. I got to get back to work. You know, you have got to exercise. So speaking of going to the restroom, the way you find it, I know some of you already know that, but be patient with me because there's some ladies that don't. So when you go to the restroom, you're going to stop the flow of your urine in order to find your PC muscle, right? So when you stop and you squeeze, that's the muscle you are going to learn to exercise every day. And I mean every day, right? Don't even miss a day. There's no excuse. You can do it in a meeting. You can do it while you're watching TV. You can do it at the dinner table. Nobody will ever know. You can do it while you're taking your kid to Little League practice. These kids don't know, right? So you have to exercise. So squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And here's why. Exercising is good to build up your libido, because I'm hearing women say, I have a low libido, I don't have a high sex drive. And so when you exercise and you squeeze the muscle, you are creating energy. And within your womb, you have a lot of energy, honey, because that gives life to every human that exists, have to go through a vagina, right? So you have to be able to understand the connection of your energy with your vagina when you're doing these exercises. And so what I want you to do right now, is just squeeze. Just squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And throughout the hangout, I'm just gonna do this. And when I do this, no matter what I'm talking about, that means you're supposed to be exercising, honey. You're supposed to be squeezing and squeezing. And then there's another little tip I'm gonna put you up on, right, ladies? In terms of your vagina and exercising. So if you really want to get a burst of energy just like all of a sudden, and you're just sitting there maybe on a date with a guy, you just need a little boost, or you're getting ready for your husband or your man, and you just need a little boost, act like you're gonna squeeze your vagina, but not really. It's like a squint of the eye, but you don't really close. It's just like a little like squeeze. You're creating energy, and the energy is moving, not the muscle. The energy is moving throughout you and within you. And you want to make sure you do that every single day. Let me see, I got my phone right here. Let me see, give me just a second because I'm gonna do some other stuff. But anyway, make sure you do those exercises all the time. Now, I know some of you are advanced and some of you aren't. And y'all know I was playing this song before, right? Can you hear my song? You probably can't hear it. Anyway, I'm gonna tell you what it is because you probably can't hear, right? This TLC song. Honey, that red light special, you better listen to the lyrics on that. I'm trying to told you. This is one of the sexiest female empowerment songs I have heard in my life. Make sure you download it, pay for it now, pay for it. Don't be trying to download it for free. But go ahead. I paid for mine. So anyway, I got the whole album, but anyway, I'm saying. Anyway, so I want you to make sure you do that. And then here's the other one that I think is really, this is for all you advanced show-off people like me, right? Here's your song. Oh yeah, see that turned out for what? If you can do your Kegels and vaginal exercises to this, oh my God, challenge yourself, right? I mean, challenge yourself, go all in, right? Your husband gonna be like, what are you doing? I'm telling you, you just get your groove going on. Now, I know some of you are spiritual, you're into gospel. Hey, gospel got a beat too. The Lord gave it to you, so don't be afraid to use it. See, I want women to appreciate that vagina, that good that you got, honey, that you sitting on, because a lot of women are just frustrated. They don't want to be bothered. You know, they're being celibate because there's so many fools out there. They're not, interacting. You have to create your own desire, because with men always have the desire to have sex. That's why they're always having sex, right? And so you have to create your own desire and be comfortable with your decisions. Be very, very comfortable, right? Because I was talking to a guy the other day, and this guy was, you know, talking stuff, and I was like, okay, I'm going to ask you 3 questions, dude. I'm gonna ask you 3 questions, and some of you probably already heard this because you might have listened to the video, but I'm gonna give you the extended version now. So we're talking, and I said, my questions for you are, where's the G spot? So if you were to stimulate mine, where is it located? How would you find it? And once you find it, what are you gonna do to stimulate it, right? He was like, oh, we can talk about that later. No. Honey B want to talk about it now. Because some things you need to know before you take your clothes off, right? So he got real quiet. Then he came back and he was like, well, you know, it's the little man. The little man? It's located under the hood. The hood of what, honey? A damn car? He needed to be hitting his forehead, the back of the head at the same damn time, okay? Everybody got time for that. He was 52 years old. He had 3 kids, and he did not know where the female G-spot is located, how to find it, what to do with it. I broke it down to him. I gave him a freebie and educated him, but that made me feel like, you know, these guys are all up in your good, and they are clueless. So you need to come up with your own list. Why don't we start hashtagging that list? Go ahead on with Honey B Hangout and start hashtagging your list. What would you ask a guy if he was out with you before you took your clothes off, right? So a different conversation. So all of these are like lessons within the conversation. So this lesson is, but this, like, don't forget, you need to be squeezing. But this lesson is basically that you need to understand who you're taking your clothes off for and why. Because some of these guys are totally ignorant to a woman's body and know nothing about your anatomy. But more importantly, you need to understand your body and your vagina and all of that. So the other thing I'm going to talk about, I'm bouncing around a little bit, but that's okay. The picture. For those of you hanging out with me, you better hashtag right now, Honey B Hangout, and let me know. Just say I took mine. Did you take a picture of your vagina like I asked you to? I told you to take a picture. Some of y'all don't even know what it looks like. Take a video, right? Because, I mean, you want somebody else to be all up in it. You let guys all up in it, you know, and you expect them to know what they're doing. You don't even know what it looks like yourself, okay? It's like having that baby. Remember I told you it's like giving birth to a baby that you haven't seen a day in your life, talking about mama love you. You don't love your vagina if you ain't never seen it, honey. You better go take that picture. That picture is for you to be comfortable, for you to understand where all your working parts are and functioning parts, you know, whether your inner labia is long, whether it's short, what it looks like, light, dark, this, that, and the third. You need to figure out all of that stuff, okay? And I am serious. So I'm going to go back to this conversation. Same guy. I like talking to men, right? That's how I learn so much too. Sometimes they just get on your nerves, but honey, sometimes you just have to listen to what they're saying. So we were talking, and he was like, some women are like prostitutes because they always want you to pay for something. They always want you to do something for them, and they want you to pay a bill. You know what Honey B told me? I said, honey, if you're not asking for something, I got a problem with you. You always supposed to know as a woman what you want, and you always supposed to be a little needy, right? You always need a little something. Because I'm telling you, if he can't take you out, he can't afford to pay for it, you can't keep lights on, then what the heck are you doing with him? You know, we all need to go and ask out and ask for a light bill to be paid tomorrow. Just because some new shoes or something. You know, I said, no. I said, take that same woman that you're talking about, dude, and let's say that she really couldn't afford to keep her lights on and she really needed that $50. So if she opened her legs for you, let you in, and welcomed you into her house, had sex with you, you left, and the next day her lights was cut off, would you even care? You know, honey, get your money up front. You get you a short little swipey thing like I have, you know. I ain't got no cash on me, just got a credit card. Honey, we got you covered, honey. I can take credit cards too. You take it any kind of way you can get it. And he was like, well, one girl wanted a bedroom set, like for $3,200. I said, well, where you supposed to have sex with her? If she need a new bed, she need a new bed, you know? I said, but what you won't do, another man will, honey. And that's guaranteed. So you need to stop messing with the lames, okay? Stop messing with lame guys who won't do for you what you need them to do. And stop taking care of them. Stop taking care of them. Did I say that? Stop taking care of them, okay? Stop spending your money on these dudes, honey. You know, I don't care what they say. If they're trying to find themselves, discover themselves, and all this other stuff, they should have did that before they met you, okay? Not trying to do it up on you, okay? For real, for real. Anyway, so I want to talk about, because this is a very, very sensitive subject matter for me. I want to talk about, I'm getting ready to say it in a minute, but make sure you hashtag your questions to hashtag Honey Be Honest. If you get any questions, y'all let me know. I try to get those answered while we're hanging out here together. But I have my own feelings, okay? I know a lot of you grew up with baby dolls, and I know a lot of you, Christmas just passed and the holidays, bought your daughters a baby doll. I would say, take that damn doll and lock her ass in the closet, you know? Because if I had a little girl, she couldn't get a baby doll until she got a job to take care of. I ain't take care of no baby and no baby doll. But here's the thing, seriously, women, our vaginas are not really valued by guys, right? So we start the process early, even as mothers, as women. When you put that baby doll in your daughter's arms and you give it to her, right? Let's just say she's 2 years old, 3 years old. She can't even write her damn name, but she rocking a baby on her lap. She got a bottle, she feeding it, she burping it, she changing it. You know what? So what are you really teaching her? What you're really teaching her is what a lot of us learned growing up, right? You're teaching her to love something outside of herself. Oh, she loved that baby doll, honey. And you better not lose it, because now she got it. You know, you're gonna have a hard time taking it away. Why? Because she loved that baby doll. Same thing with a man when she grow up, right? She loved that man, honey, and you will have a hard time taking it away. Let somebody come and try to take your away. You're gonna treat him just like that baby doll. You're gonna be ready to fight, right? So we have to change the way we think about how we're raising our girls and our daughters. Do something more productive with them. See what they are passionate about before you decide that you should give them a doll. Let them learn how to spell their name and write their name and go to school. I probably would have bought my daughter a cash register or ATM machine. I'm telling you, that's what I bought all my nieces and nephews. I bought them an ATM machine, honey. And my niece loved that thing. So, you know, just teach them different values. As women, we have to start the process. We have to start it earlier with our girls, with teaching them how to value their vagina. And then you have to learn right now to be very, very comfortable with yourself and your sexuality. Because with boys and with men, you know, here's the thing. While you're being taught as a woman to be loyal, to be faithful, to be committed, to get married, to have a baby, like that's the damn goal. Man, I wish somebody would have told me this before I got married and had a baby. For real, right? That's what we're being taught. Little boys, they out playing with their action heroes. Again, they desensitized, you know, a little different from the baby doll because they're trying to take the action hero head off, right? And a lot of them, when you get with them, they're trying to take your head off, whether it's emotionally, whether it's with words, you know, it doesn't always have to be physically, but for some of you, it's physical too. And I'm just keeping it real because you know it's real, right? So you need to change that. The boys are taught that. And then on top of all of that, these men, boys to men, are given permission. They're given permission to be promiscuous, to cheat, to have more than one woman. Oh, you know, that's just what men do. That's just what boys do. Dude, go out and get you a piece. Well, on the other side of that piece is a woman with a vagina or a young girl who can get pregnant, and a lot of times do. You know, and then the boy is looking like, oh, it ain't mine. They want to stand on the sideline and act like they didn't have anything to do with it, like they didn't ejaculate inside of you, right? You have got to appreciate your vagina each and every day. Make a guy work for it, honey. And even if you just get hot and bothered, because you know, honey, we get hot and bothered, but I love my 30-something, honey. But anyway, even when I do that, they don't get no pass, honey. They got to pay for stuff too. Ain't nothing free. They got to bring something to the table. So, you know, I mean, we as women, we need to build our desire, but we are better equipped. Really, guys really try to shut us down because they know we're better equipped, right? You could have 3 men in a room and a woman can service every last one of them at the same damn time. Let me see a guy do that with 3 girls, right? You can't do 3 girls at the same time, right? You don't have 3 holes to accommodate. And if you do, I hope you're not using them. Because that means somebody can be strapped on. So I'm just saying, honey, just saying, these guys are jealous. All this stuff they talk about, they can barely go past 2 orgasms. Not 2 real ones anyway. You know, so your vagina is very valuable. Don't devalue it. Don't play it down. Build it up. You know, if a guy wants your good, you better open your mouth and say what you want. Being shy does not serve anybody well, honey. I'm telling you. Now, you can play that innocent, you know, like Kenya. I like Kenya on the house. A lot of people don't like her when I'm hashtag. Anyway, I'm telling you, she know how to get it. You know, she know how to be a tease. And being a tease is a good thing. Because honeybee don't cook. And I get a lot of free meals from being a tease. I ain't trying to cook. I'll talk to you. My conversation is worth something. I'm trying to tell you right now. So, I know we're having a good time here. What are you doing out there? Are you squeezing? If you just joined us, you kind of missed what this means. So you'll have to go back and watch the beginning because I'm not going to explain it for those of them who were on time, right? Turn on your favorite song because, you know, we can't hear you over there. So do whatever it is that you want to do right now. So the book, If I Can't Have You. I'm going to get into that. And you know what? I got somebody here with me. I'm going to bring her in. So we're going to talk about this together, right? Because we got some people in the room. And I'm going to bring up Nicole. Because, you know, Nicole hit me up to come and hang out. I told y'all to hit me up. If y'all thought I was playing. Y'all didn't think anybody was here, right? Y'all didn't think anybody was here. So Nicole is my girl. So we hanging out. And you read If I Can't Have You.
Yes, I did.
Who's your favorite? Loretta or Madison? Why?
Because even though she was a bad girl per se, she was the person out for money. She took care of herself.
She was out for money, huh?
But she took care of herself.
Yeah.
And she always had a backup plan for the most part, so she didn't hard. And then even in that, she still took care of herself.
She still took care of herself, right?
She still handled her business.
What about Loretta?
She was. I felt sorry for her for a minute. I did feel sorry for her for a minute. Then I was like, you're kind of psychotic in a minute.
She is a little bit psychotic.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the girlfriend you leave to the side because you miss.
But you know what happened with Loretta too? Loretta was jealous. Now I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you the real on it. Some of your girlfriends are jealous of you, okay? And you just need to be willing to admit it and stop overlooking it and stop worrying about it, right? They jealous, but don't you change who you are. Do not tone it down, honey. If you feeling good about yourself and your vagina and you got it going on, you know, you tell her to get her Kegels on and start exercising her good so she can stop being so darn uptight and everything and jealous of you. You know, oh, you dress too sexy. Why you gotta wear that? You sure you want to put that on? Oh, well, you know, where we going, that might be over the top. Honey, be like to be over the top. Honey, what's the point of going somewhere if you ain't gonna be over the top? You know, because you're not dressing for her, honey. You dressing for a man. See, the problem is a lot of women dress for women. Stop dressing for your girlfriend. Stop trying to dress for a man, honey. A man in mind. For real, for real, for real. So, you know, I'm gonna get all up in Nicole's business right now. So, okay. You married?
No, divorced.
Divorced, huh? How long were you married?
8 years.
8 years. What was it like? Great sex life?
Interesting sex life.
Interesting sex life. Okay.
I can't say great.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what was the best part of the relationship?
The beginning prior to marriage.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, did everything that you wanted to do to get you.
Yes.
But didn't do it to keep you.
Oh, see, that's what guys do too.
Yeah.
You know, they do that. And don't fall for this one, honey. I'm trying to tell you right now, because you just made me think about something. You know, when you meet a guy, sometimes he start off paying for stuff, and then all of a sudden he ain't got enough money. Well, if he ain't got enough money, you ain't got enough time. Don't be letting him flip the script on you now. If something serious happened and he got hurt, well, maybe that's one thing. But, you know, when they start off doing stuff just like we do, you know, but they expect a woman to do certain things. You know what I mean?
Keep it up.
Yes.
Like, whatever you did to get with them, they expect you to continue to do it. They can slap off on you.
Exactly. That's what they think they can do.
Well,
you know? What they actually end up doing it after a while, too. And I think that in relationships, sometimes people take people for granted. You know, and this is the truth. This is the truth about men and about relationships. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it's like your good, right? If you get tired, if he just running up in it, you know, I done had a woman, she told me, you know, he just get on top of me and do his business and go to sleep. Honey, he wouldn't close both eyes. He wouldn't close both eyes around me. He gonna wake up with a vagina in his face. He would suffocate or eat it or something. Don't let him do that. I'm trying to tell you, the vagina needs services.
that's true.
That's true, right? I am telling you the truth, honey. Don't let them get lazy on you.
We had some lazy issues. We had a lot of issues, but it's over. I'm happy.
You happy it's over?
I'm happily divorced.
See, Nicole showed me a picture with her with a hot dress on. She got her sexy bag.
Yeah, I had to find it.
Forget about all that.
And I stopped trying to find sex. And I was like, what is wrong with me? Yeah, I lost glow. I was like, oh my God.
So you glowing today. You beaming out. Oh, wait. We should invite some guys to the hangout for the call. We might have to go out after this.
Because I'm using her term. Freelance.
That's right. That's right. See, you know, single vaginas should freelance. Yes. And freelancing does not mean that you are actually having sex with every guy that you meet. Freelancing, what the term means for women, is that you see who you want, when you want, where you want on your terms. That's all that means. That means that you might not be trying to get locked down right away. You know, if a guy is interested, he'll let you know. He'll show that he's interested, right?
Yes.
So you have to let a man prove himself worthy. Because a lot of them got it twisted. They think the vagina is supposed to prove its worth to them. So I'm going to invite you back in a minute, Nicole, but thank you. I appreciate Nicole hanging out with me, honey, because she is keeping it real, right? So these guys are pushing up on your good. And then, you know, your stuff is good, but you got to know it. You have to feel it. You have to get that desire going within yourself from doing your exercises every day. Don't be afraid to touch yourself, You know, hey, it's yours, honey. God gave it to you. So, you know, you got two hands, work them, right? For your own benefit. But a guy told me, because guys tell me a lot of stuff, so I'm probably going to say that a lot, right? So a guy told me, he said, I've never had a woman to rock my world. I said, well, the problem seemed like it's you. Because he was like, again, this guy's over 50. You ain't never had a woman to rock your world. I said, let me tell you something. I say, Honey B not one of those women that's trying to prove a damn point. Because some guys will say that just to make you feel like you got to, like, you know, get your shit together, start, like, doing all of this. Like, I'm getting ready to show him. I'm ready. Honey, child, please. Ain't nobody got that kind of time with your good vagina to be trying to, like, turn up for some guy who talking about a woman ain't never rocked this world. Maybe he need to try a man. I don't know what his problem is. You know? Maybe they understand each other. I don't know. But you don't have time to be hanging out with no guy who's trying to make it seem like you need to prove yourself to him. You do not. You know, oh, it's dry. Well, it didn't get wet for you. You know, problem is, oh, it's too tight, I can't get in. No, you have erectile dysfunction, you don't do your exercises, and your thing ain't working today, okay? So just put the blame where it belongs and stop trying to blame it on women and your vagina and your good, right? I'm trying to tell you, stop giving these guys a pass. The more of us stop giving them a pass, they will stop coming up with these lame lines and these lame excuses, and they will figure it out. It is not our responsibility to carry them. I ain't got time for all that. I ain't got time for that. Okay, let me see. I got a lot of notes here because I don't really want to forget. I know I said it before, and I'm going to say it again because there's a lot of stuff to say here today, right? Always need something. Always need something from a man. Always need something. Stop hoping, wishing, and praying. Oh, I hope he's the one. Oh, God, let it be the one. Honey, child, please. You have to evaluate whether or not this guy is deserving of your vagina and if he is the one for you. Have fun with him. Stop taking it so serious. See, I talk crazy to them. When I say crazy, I talk crazy to them, right? And guess what? They don't go anywhere. They keep coming back. And my son go, I just can't figure it out. Like, why do these guys take this off of you? You know what? Because when I get crazy, I come from the same place as when you get crazy, but I'm not afraid to say it. See, some of you would just wait and then you act out and then you want to do this and you want to drive by the house and you want to see who's at his house. What difference does it make who's at his house? If you think he's cheating, he's probably cheating. Okay? So now that you know, what are you going to do about it? That becomes the situation. So if you just deal with him directly, see, a lot of these guys, and I tell them, I'm only reacting to what you did. That's what most women do. We don't go out starting stuff. I know some of y'all got a little stuff going on. Y'all a little complicated. I know some of y'all got things going on. But for the average woman, right? You're in a relationship. You're trying to do the right things. You're being considerate of him, but he's not being considerate of you. And I try to tell men, that's all women really want is consideration. If you can't make it, call and say you can't make it. If you plan a date, don't just not show up, dude, and not call and don't do anything. And then when you call, she got an attitude. You wonder what's her problem. No, you didn't do what you said you were going to do. But he's already showed you who he is, right? And you're trying to make him more than what he is. And stop it. When they tick you off, just start doing your exercises, honey. Get your good, nice and tight. Just start doing your exercises, okay? Speaking of exercises, I did bring something that I told you guys to get. I know some of you have ordered it because I got a lot of orders in. But this little cute crystal pink wand, yes, it goes into your vagina. No, not with your clothes on, honey. Not with your clothes on. It's too much for that, right? So when you put it in, right, and you have to squeeze to hold it up there, and it's crystal. So if you're not squeezing hard enough, it's gonna fall out, right? So you get creative with exercising, but you do this, you can do it in the morning, you can do it at night. You put it in, you brush your teeth, you put it in. I put mine in the shower. I take long showers, honey, so I'm doing lots of exercises while I'm in the shower, just exercising this thing. Sometimes I'll push it out to the tip, and then I'll just push it back in. You got to get creative with this thing. But every woman, even if you don't have a pink crystal wand, you need to have some pleasure pearls. You need to have some sort of gadget that you exercise with. It's good to do your exercises on your own. Don't listen to your girlfriend say, oh, you don't need nothing to exercise with. You just do that on your own. Honey, let her do that. You're going to be advanced. You're going to be in advanced class, and she's going to be on that little slow bus, right? But that's okay. She'll eventually get off of it at some point. But you can get those crystal wands on my website at marymorrison.com. Just go to my shop site, and check it out, order it. Make sure you get one though. Seriously, at any time, just need to get it. Have some stuff that's fun. The other thing is that when you have fun things and you're a fun person, you become intriguing to men, right? So you need a guy, you're looking good, you're looking hot, you're looking sexy, you're feeling good, your vajayjay is good, right? Everything is like on point, right? You happy. And so he gravitates towards you because you the party girl and the fun girl, right? And then slowly before you know it, he starts chipping away at that happiness. Start chipping away at your happiness. Start chipping away. The next thing you know, bitch, you bitter. And you don't even know how you got there. You all mad and angry, and now you ain't having sex, and you ain't even going out no more. When you go out, you ain't sexy no more. And even if you dress sexy, you don't feel sexy because he done wore you down, honey. You know why? Because he looking at the next girl that's all hot and sexy, right? But he doesn't want his friends or his guys or whatever looking sideways at his woman, you know. And a lot of these guys, I'm telling you, every woman has good. I don't care what size you are. I don't care what's going on in your life. You have to get a relationship with your vagina, and you have to turn it up. Because these guys, they're really just trying to push up on you, tie you down, get you settled. And I have so many friends that have girls that they're totally dissatisfied with in the bedroom, honey. Totally dissatisfied. But they'll tell you in a minute, I love my wife because I know she'll never cheat on me. I love my wife because she's faithful. Oh, she ain't going nowhere, no matter what I do. And I know a lot of guys, I have to have me a side. I got to have me more than one vagina. Honey, don't get mad, get even. You got a better package. You're fully loaded, right? And then he comes with options, but he's got it twisted because he thinks it's the other way around, right? So the thing is to never lose sight of your good. Never lose sight of your relationship with your vagina. Just don't do it, honey. Don't do it because, you know, I know a lot of you, and I mentioned it earlier, you just being celibate because you're frustrated. You're tired. You're tired of meeting the lames. You're tired. Honey, put out into the universe that you want a man with money. You want a man that's sensitive. You know, I know some of y'all go, money don't matter, honey, but let me tell you, try having a baby, okay? You need $250,000 to take care of it, bare minimum, like bare minimum. So if you don't have the $250,000 and you done got with a broke person who don't have no money, who ain't taking care of you, who ain't paying child support, who's not doing what he's supposed to do for you, then you just in a situation where you're going to have to do it yourself, but the system's going to have to take care of you. Now, I don't frown upon anybody in terms of taking care of their kids and their responsibilities and what they have to do. I just want women to make smart decisions and make better decisions. Because when I got married, even though that bad situation happened that I told you at the beginning, but I knew him since I was 14. But anyway, when I got married, I could have married Jesse, or I could have married Larry. You know, Larry was fun. Oh, baby. Like, if he walked in right now, I have to shut down this honeybee with me. You'd be like, where honeybee go? I'd be going, honey. Because my son is still getting excited for him, right? I'm trying to tell you, we got to be cool with all that stuff. But I knew Larry was going to go to jail. He wasn't doing right. You know, you got your little friends that doing drugs, selling little weed, doing whatever. You know, doing whatever. I know he wasn't going to jail. I was like, I can't take my baby to prison. I didn't even have no kids at the time, but I was just like calculating, you know, fast forward. I can't take my baby to jail with his daddy. You know, I already knew the handwriting was on the wall. You know, you got to pick and choose. If you got a baby, if your child's father is behind bars, I'm not judging you, right? I'm just saying how my vagina made the decision that he was not the one to have a baby for. And I knew that, and I was clear on that. Now, Jesse, and I got Jesse Jr., so you know which one I went with, right? So he worked for the post office. His ass still worked for the post office. He's consistent, honey. And Honey knew he was going to be consistent up front. But guess what? When we got that separation, when our child was 18 months, oh, don't take me to court. Don't take me to court. Because I don't need no white man telling me what to do. I don't need nobody telling me how to take care of my son. I said, well, somebody needs to tell you. And we going to court, and I got my child support right off the top, honey, because ain't nobody got time for that, okay? This vagina was not trying to do all this by herself. So I was like, look, you have got to pay. Stop giving these guys a pass, right? Some of you won't take him to court. Well, I'm not going to take him to court, you know, and he's doing minimal. He give you what he think you need, you know, and your baby's going through stuff all the time. My son plays sports. I know a lot of times your kids play sports and they do things. And, you know, I know some of my friends who have never gotten a single child support ever. You know why? Because you had a baby by the wrong dude. He was broke when you met him. He wasn't working when you met him. And I'm just being serious. Babies cost at least $250,000. And what really frustrates me, right? Here we are, women, with our good. We got our vaginas, we got this, that, and the third, and men always trying to push up on it. I don't care if it's from the Bill Cosby's trying to push up on it to the Bill Clintons, honey, from the White House down to whatever, right? To the state, the community, whoever. These men, you know, General Petraeus, I mean, all of them, you know, they done got caught and they doing all of this stuff and they trying to push up on it. But the minute you get pregnant, they don't want to have nothing to do with you. Well, a baby costs $250,000 and I'm tired of society. We need to band together and get a bill on the books, honey, where a guy had to put a deposit on making a baby. I bet if he had to give you 10 grand before he ejaculated, he would be more careful about where he put his thing, right? But they don't have any responsibility. Men, they don't. Even if they lock them up, it's still no responsibility for the guy. Even if the system locks him up, there goes a double responsibility. Now the system got to pay for the baby, or you got to pay for the baby, and he's behind bars, and that's costing taxpayers money, right? But if these guys had to put up a deposit or pay to have a baby, put a down payment on it, put a deposit on it. Next time a guy say, have my baby, you like, okay, I'm needing half, and that's going to be about $125,000, please. You know, he gonna look at you like you crazy, right? But here's the deal. You might not be bold enough to ask him for it, but guess who's going to have to pay for it if you don't? You and your good vagina are going to have to sit over there and pay. But a lot of them, that's what they want you to do. They want to knock you up. You cute, you young, you hot, you sexy, you fine, you the life of the party, girl. You got it going on. He trying to slow your ass down, right? Get you off the block, off the street, out the club, because that's where he needs to be, and he needs to be pushing up on something else and somebody else good, right? While you at home with the baby and you at home pregnant, you know. I'm like making like a lot of like serious comments here, even how I say it. I hope you're taking me very seriously, because this is really, really serious with women. Really consider if you want to have a child. A child is not the prize. A husband is not the prize. There are a lot of miserably married people out there, okay? And these guys who are miserable are trying to push up on your good, right? A depressed man can't do nothing for me. He can't even penetrate me, because I don't want that depression. If he depressed, his thing depressed, and I don't want no parts of it. And I'll tell him, honey, you got too much going on for honeybee. Because if you don't think penetration transfers energy into your body, if he's on top of you and he's inside of you and he's inside of your vagina, and he's just doing his business, and he's just trying to ejaculate, and he doesn't care if you get there. Honey, I cut him off if they're just like, look, if I really like you, I might work with you. But I'm trying to tell you, I've had some guys, doctors and everything else. Look, I don't care what's going on. If your thing ain't working, we can't keep doing this, because this ain't working for honeybee. You need to go figure it out. You know, I done read your books and I'm just a little bit intimidated. Well, you won't be intimidated with somebody else, honey, because I don't have time for that. I got too much going on. You know, somebody got to do somebody, and I'm equipped to do it all. So if you don't want me to flip this script, you better get out of here for real. And I want my girls, I really want you to go out and get something. If you don't have any sex toys at all, I don't even care if you don't get it from my website. I want you to go out and buy yourself something. Buy a bullet. Keep it in your purse. You know, when I used to always have stuff in my luggage, my suitcase, my pocketbook. You know, they keep passing my shit through TSA, talking about, what's that? What's that? Don't worry about what that. Don't make me pull it out. sometimes it's just a conversation piece. I'm telling you, men are so visual. If you can just have a conversation with them about sex, it's like, bing, you get their attention, right? And it doesn't matter if they're married or they're single, right? You can get their attention. And I want for all of you who are married, stop blaming the single girl or the next woman for your problems if your dude is stepping out, right? Make sure your good is good, right? Switch it up on it. Don't keep doing the same thing at all. If he's watching the game and you're not into sports, honey, at halftime, you come out half naked and you start cheering. It doesn't even have to make any sense. He won't even care. We got a phone, some tassels. He's like, what happened here? You will get his attention. I'm trying to tell you. But the other thing too, like Honeybee know basketball and I know football. Because I like basketball players and I like football players, right? So I understand the game, right? The game is the bomb. But understand at least one sport. I don't care if it's golf or tennis or whatever you feel like you really want to get into. But if your guy is into a sport, and at least learn something about it so you can have an intelligent conversation with him so he won't always feel like you can't talk about it. Because the vagina is powerful, honey. When I'm watching a game, I'm not always trying to watch the plays, honey. I'm watching the players. You see them tight ends? These guys are fine. But a lot of times, a woman will just look at sports, look at a game, and you won't even see the sexiness in these fine guys on the court, right? I mean, you gotta look at them, especially that Superman Dwight Howard. Oh my goodness. And LeBron James, I'm a LeBron James fan. I go wherever he go. Wherever he go, I go. And Stephen A. Smith, I bet not catch him in the restroom by himself. I will take advantage of him. I love me some Stephen A. Smith. I never been there in my life. Anyway, but the fun part of it, if somebody asks you right now, who do you desire? Who are your top 5? Who would you sleep with today? A man could answer that for you at the drop of a dime. Who would you sleep with right now if you could? Right? Most women have to go, I know R. Kelly on my list already. Because I know he got some tricks. He sure is. And Snoop Dogg too, because you know Snoop Dogg could talk me into an orgasm. Okay, maybe I'm telling you too much of my business anyway. But you know, women's supposed to be fun like that. We're supposed to be exciting like that. We're not supposed to be all depressed and being celibate. No, I'm telling you, when you get your vagina power going, when you are valuing your vagina and you're sexy, you don't have to put it all on Front Street. Honey, it's in the sway of your hips. When you walk a certain way, God be like, dang, she got some good. Like she knows she got good, right? Because confidence is sexy, and I don't care what size you are, honey. Confidence does not have a size. Confidence is sexy, right? Because I know some of my girls be hitting me up saying, you know, I had a baby, I got stretch marks, ain't no man gonna ask you for no stretch marks. If he does, you hit him in the forehead, the back of his head at the same damn time. Ain't no man gonna ask you for no stretch marks. You know, you gotta value your vagina. Your vagina is where it's at. Focus. Go to sleep thinking about your vagina. Go to sleep squeezing. I touch myself every night, you know, all the time. My dude, I say, you act like a dude. It's like, yeah, what's your point? What's your point? Yeah, I act like a dude. You know, because men made me the way that I am. I told you from 7 years old on up, right? Guys made me this way. And I'm not all that sensitive, over the top. Yeah, I care. Yeah, I've been in love before. I've been married. I've been in relationships. I've turned down the engagement ring. Honey, the ring is not always the prize. If the relationship is bad before he proposed, honey, he can keep that ring. That's what you need to tell him. But a lot of women, you've never been married. Oh, so I'm married, I'm engaged. It's like, honey, please, you buy yourself a ring. You know? So I am totally serious. I don't know how much time we have left. How much time we have left? 6 minutes. Oh, that's it. I've been running my mouth a long time. I'm glad y'all was hanging in here with me. Thank you. You know, squeeze. I want you to squeeze. Okay, so now I'm going to put this out there too, right? Because if you got my newsletter with my hangouts for the year, we're doing this every second Tuesday of the month, right? So I want to talk a little bit about the next hangout. The link is already on this hangout, so you have a jump start, honey. If you like this one, you don't want to miss the next one because it's going to be a hot mess. Valentine's Day is coming up, and yes, Honeybee is doing a headmaster hangout, honey. Headmaster hangout, yes. So if you prudish and all that stuff, you don't have to sign up for the next one. But if somebody be pushing up on your man and he realized that she hung out with Honeybee on the headmaster hangout and you can't do what she can do because you ain't got no new tricks and your old tricks ain't working, just blame your damn self. Anyway, you better sign up. I'm trying to told you now. I'm trying to teach you something. I think my PR person, Chris, come here. I think we should have somebody here with sex toys too. I mean, I could do it, but I think we should invite somebody, right? Next time, like sex toys. Okay. See, we're gonna invite somebody. Hey, say hi to Crystal.
Crystal's looking a hot mess, but we having a good time.
But she got me doing all of this, honey. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her, because she got me doing all of this, for real. And y'all saw in the newsletter, I was gonna charge y'all $10 to hang out with me, right? And Crystal said, no, just let everybody come and hang out. So this is what Honeybee gonna do, right? Because I still got, got things to do, right? But anyway, if you want to do a $10 donation, you can. The link is inside the site. No, I'm serious. They can do a donation. But it's not mandatory. It's not mandatory. And, I want to do some things on the ground. I want to do some groundwork with women, too. So we just getting started, right? Everything costs money. But anyway, we just getting started. So feel free, if you want to, do that. But anyway, you're not obligated. You don't have to. So we're doing the next one, February 10th.
And we're going to do a live event. We're going to come and do a live event in Augusta. Columbus for your radio show.
Oh, let me get a shout out, right?
A shout out to
Foxy 105 FM. Oh my God, y'all know I'm y'all relationship expert, right? Every Tuesday on Foxy 105. You better follow me on Facebook at Mary Honey B Morrison. I'm also on Twitter at Mary B Morrison. I'm on Insta at Mary Honey B Morrison. So I'm all over, but make sure you can call in from Columbus, right? You can call in, you can listen anywhere. We global now. Go to tunein.com. I always put the link up there. I'm taking relationship questions all the time. I'm answering questions for you all the time. But I will say this. Here's the interesting thing with Honeybee being on the air. These men are outdoing you guys. These guys are always calling in to talk to Honeybee. They got issues. I think we need to do a hangout for the guys, Crystal. Yeah. Maybe in April or something, like after sports season. We can't do it during football or basketball. You're gonna get there. Yeah, maybe on April Fool's Day. We're gonna have to get those guys in, let them know where the G spot is, some other things. So, it's a lot going on out here. I'm just excited about 2015. Are you excited about your vagina today? Oh my God, yes. Go on and twerk it, honey. Turn down for what? Where my phone is? I think we need to play that song on the way out of here. What that song? I like that song. Go ahead on and twerk it. Here we go. Turn down for what, honey? Go ahead, twerk it, squeeze it, twerk it. You just start doing this when your man picks you up. You're gonna be like, what you doing? Exercising my pussy. So like, oh, did I say the T word? I did so good, Crystal. Oh, anyway, it's true. I'm trying to keep the halfway clean in case you get some sponsors, right? But I'm turning this off. See that? They made me do that. They turn down for what? They turn Honeybee. They turn up. Okay, I'm gonna go drink my champagne. I love you guys. Love yourself. Thank you for hanging out with me. Make sure you catch the Headmaster class. Our reading for next month is the Rich Girls Club, honey. You can go ahead on and download that to your Kindle like right now. Because that book, you're gonna see next month. Okay, love you. See you next time.